takes to win games like this? Is that the definition of mental fortitude out there?
Yeah, I would say so, Vic. I mean, they're always a tough game, Miami. I mean, they play extremely hard. I give a lot of credit to the culture that Coach Spo and Pat Riley have had here for decades. But hard-playing team, aggressive, physical, and they went on runs. I liked how we handled their runs. I liked how we handled their physicality. And down the stretch, we were able to, one, make big plays on offense, and then get some timely defensive stops. So it was that's a hell of a win against a good team that's been playing at a very high level.
For so many years in Denver, we always wondered who would be that guy to take that clutch shot. Well, you have a couple on your team, and there's no doubt who you were going to down the stretch.
You know, end of games, we've been really good this year, closing out close games, and Jamal and Nicola are a big part of what we do. It's funny, the play before that, Jamal finds Nicola, and I'm thinking, why isn't he shooting the ball? He gets called for the travel. We go right back to it. Jamal makes a really beautiful pocket pass, and Nicola, very tough finish. Give Bam Adebayo credit. I thought he defended really well tonight. Great effort, but no, Nicola made a really tough shot. So, it was great to see. And I was really happy that Torrey Craig, I thought, was our MVP. Nicola gets a triple-double tonight, so that's outstanding. Trey Lyles, it's good to see him get going and make big shots for us in clutch time. But I thought Torrey Craig's defense, we had him guard every guy on the floor tonight at one point or the other. His rebounding, 16 rebounds, 11 points, and 6 offensive. And he was just everywhere on the court, and I couldn't have been happier and prouder of him.
In regards to Torrey Craig, that play, that tip-in he made with 2 minutes to play, and that's as athletic, that's about as hustle as you get there.
You know, we always talk about when we're defending the free throw box out, those kind of rebounds kill you. And obviously for Torrey to work and to get that tip in on the free throw miss, that's a huge play. It's a hustle play, it's a desire play, and I thought Torrey was everywhere tonight. He left his imprint on this game in a big, big way. So third game in 4 nights, second night of a back-to-back. We always talk about it, Vic. No excuses, no explanations. We have a job to do, and our guys did it tonight.
You mentioned Trey Lyles.
Yeah.
Do you think a game like this, 6 of 8 shooting, is it enough to gain his confidence, get his confidence back?
Yeah, well, it can't hurt, right? It can't hurt at all. I mean, he got it going. We ran a couple of plays for him. You could tell he had a good rhythm. And even when he hasn't been making shots, one thing I do respect about Trey, he's been rebounding, he's been defending, he's been initiating a driving kick, but really it was coming down to make or miss. And tonight, obviously, for him to have the game he had, hopefully that kind of jump starts him and he can start shooting into a much bigger basket.
How important is it for you? You know, the nation is learning about the Nuggets every night. Here you are in Miami. There are Serbian fans for Nicola. People are figuring this team is for real. Is that important for you to do this nationwide, not just in Denver now, but on the road?
Well, yeah, that was a huge goal of ours. You know, last year, 4th best home record with 31 wins, but unfortunately only 15 on the road. And if you want to be a playoff team, and if you want to be a dangerous playoff team, you have to figure out ways to win on the road. And I think we've shown that time and time again this year that we can go into other teams' arenas and win games, and win in different ways. High scoring, low scoring, physical, not physical. So I think the fact that we are able to win games on the road speaks to our maturity, our maturation, and guys believe it. And I thought our defense in the second quarter was bad, really bad. I thought aside from that stretch they had where we could not contain them off the dribble, I thought our defense was pretty good for the most part tonight.
You mentioned you guys went to bed at 4 a.m. this morning. Can you sort of see this as a statement win, given just everything you guys were up against today, going up against the Heat?
Yeah, I went to sleep at 4.
Oh, okay.
And I'm hoping my guys went to sleep before I went to sleep. Miami has its many temptations. Yeah, but I think we've done this before. I mean, third game in 4 nights, getting in as late as we got, and playing against a really good team in Houston last night. A lot of things where you could just say, you know what, tonight's not our night. Let's, kind of give in. And we always talk about never letting go of the rope. Keep on fighting, keep on competing. And we did that, and we used everybody. I mean, everybody was in the game. Everybody that got in the game contributed. So, hell of a win. I don't know if it's a statement win or not, but it's a win where we had every reason to use an excuse for the loss. And we don't want to be a team that makes excuses. We want to find ways to win games when everything is stacked against us.
What does it say about Torrey that, like you said, you can guard any player out there, you throw him out there on a lot of different guys. He doesn't really care if he starts or comes off the bench. He's just going to give you 100% effort like tonight.
I mean, 11 points, 16 rebounds, 4 assists, 3 of 7 from the 3. What didn't he do? And I have a feeling every time we switched Torrey onto a different player, that player was saying, man, This guy is a pain in the butt to guard, to have to play against. He picks guys up full court. Mind you, he chased James Harden all over the floor last night.
Right.
And he goes out there and plays 39 minutes tonight. So, I mean, hey, I give Tim Connolly credit, his brother. They found this kid in Australia. We bring him to Summer League. And last year, two-way player, I believed in him. I'm closing games with him. I'm starting him. Because to me, he's a guy that can impact the game in so many ways. And tonight, he showed it once again.
Last number I'll throw. 5-1 in the second game of back-to-backs.
Yeah.
That is pretty darn good.
Yeah, that's really good. I mean, obviously, I'd love to know what our record was last year, but I know it wasn't 5-1. So the fact that, and I know I talk about it, may be cliche, but the mental toughness and resiliency. You can talk about game plan, you can talk about it, but to win back-to-backs, to win games on the road when you're tired and fatigued and undermanned, Gary's out, Will is out, you know, it takes mental toughness. It takes really, real, true grit and resiliency, and I think tonight was just another example of that.
You spoke about it a couple of seconds ago, but putting the ball in Jamal's hands late and run that two-man game with Nicole, you guys have done it a lot this year. How just comfortable are you putting the spotlight on those two guys late in games?
Yeah, you know, somebody gave me a great stat the other day. Charles Klask, one of my coaches, he's like an encyclopedia. And he told me that like one of the leading ball screen combinations in the NBA is Nikola Jokic as a handler and Jamal Murray as a screener. And we do that quite a bit, especially end of games. So I have complete trust and faith in those guys to make the right reads, make the right play, and if you draw a crowd, get up and give the ball up. If you're open, shoot the ball. And I think we've been really good in close games because of their ability to close out games. So I have a lot of confidence in those two, Harrison.
Thanks,